I got told one time in a game that if you get out now, I'm going to kill your whole family. What's the best
Who do you
sledge?
play with now? Hold on.
I love the bathroom reunits.
Right, there was a kid in my school who got fully naked to pee in the urinals, like shoes and all. Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is the unserious podcast for Aussie corporates by Aussie corporates. Alrighty, boys, big show this week. We've got Sen.
Hello.
We've got Kush.
Yes, sir.
We've got a very special guest. We've got a man who's captained the Under-19 Australia. He's captained the Sydney Thunder. He describes himself as above average height and above average banter. Welcome to the show, Jason Sangha.
Boys, thanks for having me.
With above average banter, you'll fit here perfectly.
Just above.
Just above. All right, Jason, we got a couple of questions for you. Okay, I'll get to know you a little bit.
Sounds good.
For those who don't know, Jason plays cricket professionally. And the first question I have is this, right? In 2016, against Gordon at Petersham Oval, you bowled a tidy 10-over spell. 1 for 29 were your figures, including the wicket of future Test player Mason Crane. My question is, what happened to the bowling? Why'd you stop?
Wow. That's going deep in the archives there. I wasn't sure. I was like, did you play like that? That's where I was going. No way. What happened to my bowling?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, a couple of years later, there was another Sangha. His name's Tanveer. And he took the bowling off me. So I was like, all right, man, you have the bowling. I'll try and do the batting. But yeah, still bowling a little bit. But yeah, Tanveer's doing the way with the bowling for sure.
No relation to Tanveer, right?
Well, it depends who you ask. Like, sometimes we take the piss out of it a little bit and be like, oh, yeah, me and my brothers, or he was my long lost brother, or mum left him in India. Beautiful. Whatever the story might be. But yeah, no relation.
In that same game, you got fired, caught down the leg side off a spinner. You were given out. You were not out. And apparently you had a massive blow up. So I wanted to ask you, what are the biggest blow ups you've seen / had yourself?
Oh, this is actually really good. Some of the boys in the team, I can't throw them under the bus, but they have the biggest blow ups. My biggest blow up was definitely that day.
Do you remember that day?
I don't remember blowing up, but I mean, unless you were playing.
No, I don't know if you played that game. I've gone into the archives here.
Okay, so yeah, that one, the fact that I probably thought I was not out, which is generally every time as a batter, I reckon I would have, just got into the change rooms, taken all my stuff off, thrown everything, yelled a couple of words, let everyone in the crowd hear it. But the worst blow up I've ever seen, we were actually playing a grey game for Randwick. We were playing against Northern Districts at Waitara. If anyone's ever played at Waitara, it's like tiles. Like logically thinking, you play cricket in spikes and you're walking on tiles.
Yeah.
Lots going to happen. And I was padding up. I was like 16, put my pads on. We lost another wicket. The batter comes in, just yells out everything, gets to here, gets to throw his stuff, spikes it onto the tiles, falls backward. Done.
Actually?
Yep. That's it. That was it. It was like bruise, like lower back.
Oh.
Yeah. Out for probably like most of the year. Yeah. So I'm sitting here like laughing, but also a little bit like, is he all right?
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I'm actually pretty good. I don't blow up too much. Some of the boys go pretty hardcore.
I had a bloke playing A2's park cricket. He got given out, LBW, didn't think he was out, proceeded to see a pigeon and just smash it with a cricket bat.
Oh, bro.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Then another bloke just went into the showers, fully kitted up. And he just turned on the kit. He just couldn't talk to him. He just sat there yelling while the shower just poured water on his pads.
That's primal, dude.
Actually, that reminds me, playing up in Newcastle, was a bloke who I played with who got out in his kit, went to his car and drove off.
He's got the full gloves on still.
He came back with Macca's, so he either went to the drive-thru or he's gone inside and he's got inside an order just say, hey, can I just get a quarter pounder? Yeah, cheers.
That's too good.
Can I just quickly throw one of our guests, Rohan, so he's a bowler. So he came in at number 7 or 8, batted decently, got 30 odd, got given out absolute shocking decision, comes off yelling, swearing, goes up to the nearest tree and just starts hacking the tree with his bat.
Yeah.
Yelling.
Bit of wood cutting with a puma iridium, isn't it?
Mate, you're batting.
A V3000.
Mate, you're batting 8. Calm down.
I feel like blow-ups are massive though. That's a quintessential part of cricket.
Yeah.
Oh, it is absolute quintessential part. Like it actually shows that you care. If you don't blow up, do you actually care about what you did?
I will say though, killing a pigeon is. I don't know if that's caring.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's sociopathic.
that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And like, I'm playing park cricket, right? And like, there's like families and stuff watching. Well, this guy just goes to town on a pigeon.
Christ.
Can the pigeon not fly away? Like, surely every time you go up to a pigeon, it just pisses off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But maybe.
But
this
I think
guy's-
after the first time it cops a bat to its face, I don't think it's flying away. Dude.
Yeah, it was a one and done thing. But he's actually a
He
psychopath.
finished it off.
Yeah, he finished it off.
Dude, what?
That's messed up.
And so
man.
what, this guy, like, he came off the field and all of you guys were like, hello? Like, what?
Bro, you're good?
Yeah.
Because there's blokes like you can't really like you don't talk to them after they get out. Like you just have to let them
yeah.
simmer in there.
I'm not going to
and-
talk to anyone with blood on the Grey Nichols, man. I'm not talking to anyone with that, dude.
Look, we once put like paw ointment on the ball at the tea break. And Sen, you have a little yarn about that as well.
Yeah, one of our high school games. For some reason, the umpire gave us the ball at tee. So we went and we were bowling horrendously. I'm like, fuck, we got to get this ball to move. So one of the boys had banana oat milk in his bag. So he poured it on the ball and started shining it. Mate, it started moving at right angles.
Oh, jeez. You give something to think about here.
Yeah. What's the most egregious attempt at cheating you've seen?
Oh, jeez. Wow. Look, back in the day, I think it was a bit more all systems go, really.
Exactly right. It's
So
changed
it
these
just matters
days.
what we can get away with.
Mm.
Yeah. Controversial.
No, but you're right.
No.
Back then, honestly, it was like whatever you had.
Yeah.
And some people would bring stuff. Like they'd bring types of ointments. It was like potion
Yeah.
class. They were like, what
Yeah.
should we mix today?
Little tiger balm on the ball.
Yeah, anything we do.
We spent that much time, researching ointments and actually just practiced the game of cricket. We might have been a lot better. Didn't have to cheat.
100%. Actually, you give me something to think about now. So, and then there was, we'd say the pawpaw.
Yeah.
Pawpaw. Yeah, okay. Bliss X is a common one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Bliss X, just like, oh, sunny day. Let's protect lips.
Yeah, a couple of fast bowlers just doing the rounds.
Yeah,
Bit chapped up
Yeah,
there.
I don't, just for the record.
Yeah, of course.
I don't.
Of course.
I play by the rules.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah,
respect.
Can you imagine though, like just in a game that's being televised, like a guy just whips out, banana flavored oat milk, just starts pouring it.
I don't get this banana milk. That sounds out.
Because it's just sugar. You just want any kind of sugar to go on the ball.
Yeah.
And just lacquer it up and, shine it up a bit.
So is it actually a thing? Sugar. I'm not going to ask
Yeah,
Jason
yeah.
because he's obviously,
Yeah,
quite
he-
a-
he knows nothing about this.
He's
He's like, sugar makes it like the lacquer. I'm like, I've never heard that.
yeah, this is true.
That's what,
Yeah, that's what South Africans did with the minties.
Ah,
the
and
mints.
yeah.
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 True.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, the South Africans did.
We'll move past this, right? I'm curious, like, obviously a classic question, is like, people who've played sport want to know what it's like coming up against like actual quick bowlers.
Mm.
Who's the fastest bowler you faced?
Mhm.
And who's the scariest bowler you faced?
Well, at training, like your big three quicks, your Josh Hazelwood, Mitch Stark, Pat Cummins, that's just nasty because everything just seems faster in the nets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're bowling off
And
18 yards.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, exactly that. So they're by far like not fun at all. In a game, Jai Richardson is pretty quick, plays for the Scorchers, and he actually swings it at like 145. So you get guys just bowl fast, but then you get guys who have skill, right? So it's like, yeah. Like I've got mates like who use like the sidearm or like the dog stick that like are super quick. But yeah, he's the first one comes to mind. And at the moment, like Lance Morris is, I guess, a bit of the flavor of the month at the moment. So yeah, he's been bowling pretty quick as well.
You faced him?
Yeah, face both of them. Never fun.
Yeah.
Anyone who makes this rubbish about like, oh yeah, I love fast bowls, man. Faster it comes down, faster it goes to the boundary.
Yeah.
That's a load of shit, bro. That's a load of shit. Fast bowling is not fun.
Do you get intimidated?
Do I get intimidated?
Yeah.
I think, you try and puff your chest out a little bit. Like, come on, mate.
Hmm.
What are you going to do? But yeah, look, sometimes when they're bowling pretty quick, like there's a couple of stories like of, guys like trying to be all bravado and then, the bad person gets out, the new batter comes in, he goes, oh, mate, he's bowling so shit. Don't worry about him. Well, actually, bowling people off. That's what it is. So yeah, you try not to think about it too much. But then, you know what? If you get hit, then don't rub it.
Yeah. Because like, I guess the fastest bowler that I faced is like 120. And I felt genuinely that my life was on the line here. Like it was like, I just had to protect myself at all times. I was just backing away. All the technique went out the window.
Yeah.
Is it just reflex?
Well,
I guess
especially if it
that-
has that banana oat milk on it.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I think it's like anything. Like once you start training for it and you get used to it, like, you get to face like those big three quicks like regularly.
Yeah.
It does get a little bit easier. It
Yeah.
doesn't get any more fun, but you start to like, you start to get used to it a little bit more, just like anything. But
Yeah.
to be fair, it gets fun to get hit. Then once you get hit, you're just like, oh man, why the hell do I do this?
Where's the worst place to get hit, you reckon?
Where do you reckon?
Have you ever worn 2 boxes before?
Yep. I'm a massive advocate for the 2 box.
Really?
There's actually guys who wear 3 boxes.
Damn.
Wait,
Man,
what?
3 boxes. Yep. It's like the cup like that, another one, and then another one on top.
How do you run? Like,
Yeah, I definitely wear 2 because, man, like, that ain't nice when you get hit there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And another one is like on the inner thighs.
Oh, that's the
I was
worst.
gonna say
Bro, that's
there
a
would
stinger.
be. Yeah.
I still have a memory in club cricket where this batsman absolutely creamed it, and I'm there at like cover, like short cover, and I catch it, but I don't catch it the conventional way. I caught it between my thighs, so the ball just landed between my thighs, and because it must have been reflex, I just like brought it in, and so the seams are stuck on my inner thighs. And dude, when it came out, the amount of pain that I had, so like they're coming in and cheering, and they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Ah!" Like,
It's not great.
It's the worst feeling.
It actually just it like stings, man. Like no one understands like how much those things hurt.
Yeah.
I got told one time in a game that if you get out now, I'm going to kill your whole family. What's the best
Who do you
sledge?
play with now? Hold on. You got people killing pigeons. You got giving you death threats, dude.
Mate, dude, when you play park cricket, anything goes. There's
Oh,
like-
that
anything
is
goes, man.
Yeah,
Anything
That
goes,
is true.
yeah.
What's any good sledges you've heard?
Oh, I've heard that one. Like I've had that done to me.
Actually?
yeah, 100%.
Same
yeah.
bloke? Was he a high school teacher at Cherrybrook Tech by any chance?
Michael.
Oh, jeez. Unless he came back to play in Newcastle 4th grade when I was 11. Yeah, I actually remember, like, vividly remember this story. And there's this one guy in Newcastle, and anyone who's played grade cricket in Newcastle knows this one guy. Anyways, I was probably like 12 years old, maybe he just turned 13. So yeah, very young, got no idea about the world. And I walked out to bat. And obviously you have like the 30-yard circle, like in cricket, and like the ring. This bloke got this guy out, proceeded to run to the 30-yard circle, saw me coming out, decided to run to the gate where I was, gave me my bat and said, "I'm going to kill you."
Yeah, that's
Bro, at 13, man, I was like, okay. And then he, like, because it's a long walk from our dugout to the middle. So then, yeah, he walked me to the crease.
That's terrifying. That's actually terrifying.
That's
No.
crazy. Telling a 12-year-old that you're going to kill them
Yeah.
is crazy.
I was like, oh, okay. He said, no. Get the ambulance ready, man. It's coming.
You know what's starting to hit me now is how common this kind of stuff is. Because even when I played a game and it was like, it was a massive long games that you do on Sunday where you do the 50-50 both. And I'm out there opening, and then this guy, he's like, they're all smiling at the bowlers, and I'm like, all right, this is pretty weird. Comes in, bowls a beamer straight on my head.
on purpose.
Oh.
On purpose. And he's like laughing. And I'm like, dude, this is wild.
I played cricket with a guy who said you're always allowed one beamer per
innings.
So
Yeah.
you might as well use it. Yeah, I've had some bad ones. I've had some funny ones as well. Like when I was really young into the New South Wales and Sydney Thunder stuff. Like I came when I was 16, and one of my first games, one of the bowlers came down to me and said, "Oh, like hope he has his booster seat ready, lads," and
Yeah, that's
stuff
good.
like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough. Or like the milk bottle, or still.
I feel like that stuff is funny, but like the actual threats to your life,
the death threats.
Yeah.
bro.
it's crazy, dude. It's actually wild.
Yeah.
So what are some things that being a professional cricketer that most people wouldn't know about, and like things that have surprised you in your journey so far?
How much free time we have?
Oh, really?
Seriously. I can't say in the chat of like, oh man, I'm so busy. Like, I've got this to do. I'm like, bro, we had like 3 days off. Like
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. Like, it's pretty good. Also, everyone has this thought that like, oh, we're so strict with our diet. You got to eat this. Bro, Sydney Thunder games, me and Grinda Sandhu, Tanvir Sangha, it was always a tradition. Every home game at Olympic Park, in our kit, Auburn Maccas.
Really? What, after the game?
After the game.
No, before the game, bro.
It was always like me, G and T. Yeah, we were just first letter basis. We always sit together, and we always say, we're like, it gets to like, our coach had like the team chat. Everyone's like packing their stuff, and we just look at each other, we're just like, Auburn? Like, so yeah, and we'll still be in our full kit, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, 12 o'clock at night, we're down there, we're smacking 20-pack nuggets,
Beautiful.
maybe a couple of chips, and there's always the Krispy Kreme next to the Auburn Maccas.
yes.
Yeah,
That's the
Grin-
circuit.
That's Grinder's favorite. It's like you get the donuts, I'm getting the nuggets, and then we're sitting there still in our playing kit eating Maccas. So yeah, none of this like, oh, you guys have to follow a strict diet. It's like, nah, man. Like, calories in, man. Who cares?
So you guys don't get like a dietitian or anything like that, or
We do have dietitians and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like after you play like a game of cricket, and you'll be surprised, T20 cricket, like it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like you do burn a lot of calories, especially if you're a bowler or batting for a long period of time. Like even our dietitian, like what's going to give us like chicken and salad? Like no one's having that, man.
No one wants that after a game.
No one wants to have that. Like you want a pizza, you want burgers, you just want something that's just going to make you feel good after a really shit game.
Yeah, and if you're Thunder, that happens a lot. That's fair.
Well said.
So wait, you said you have a lot of free time. So like, how many times are you guys training a week?
The best way to describe, so like our New South Wales team, we're playing the one day final on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we just finished a game on Monday. So we've got Tuesday, Wednesday off. Thursday is a little bit of light training for guys who want to get it done. Friday's the main training.
Yep.
Saturday, a little bit of prep, but like no one really sort of comes in Saturday and plays Sunday. So if it's one game in a week, you probably train like 2 squad sessions, like 2 big sessions. And then the batters will do like one-on-one stuff with their coaches. The bowlers might rest, maybe a little bit of gym in and around there. In season, it's very chill. It's like, let's making sure guys are fit and ready and fresh to play. Off season, like that's when you get like met a little bit like in the gym and guys are just, on the bicep curls and I mean cricket you're playing long pants, so like you don't have to worry about legs.
No.
You gotta put the sleeves out.
How does it feel to dedicate your whole life to a sport, only for the pinnacle to be children watching you play with buckets on their heads?
You know, when I actually, it's funny. I think one of you guys mentioned this before. When I first went to the first got to the games, I was like, man, there is so much KFC these kids are eating. Because I was like, how are all these buckets on these kids' head? And then I didn't realize, like at the gate, they actually give you a bucket. I mean, look, the other sports like NRL and AFL, they bring in some better crowds to look at in the crowd.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? It's during the school holidays. We got to look after the kids. Yeah, kids. Come down to cricket. Yeah. So actually, which one of you said like the children's ticket? That was you, wasn't it?
That was me.
Yeah, there we go.
Mate, you're robbing his wage.
Yeah.
100%, man.
No, that was a Sixers game, so.
Those $10 tickets, they aren't paying our wages.
So right now you are mostly playing New South Wales, Sydney Thunder, and obviously I guess your aspiration is to play for the Australian national team.
Or is it? Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume your aspirations for you. I guess my question is the Australian cricket team only allowed to have one brown bloke in at the time? And do you have to wait for Uzi to retire?
It's tough now because, Uzi's like cementing that test arena. And now Tanvir's playing the T20 stuff. So, like, there really is only one brown person per team. It's tough. And, like, Ashton Agar's like half Sri Lankan. So that counts as well. So
Does it?
You know, someone in the back's counting it as that.
That is true.
You always gotta have one. There's always one token brown person. In everything. Like, I went to a school that was like all Caucasians, and I was that token brown person.
Yeah.
So I think I filled the quota in that school.
Yeah.
Look, obviously, no. In all seriousness, aspirations to play for Australia for sure. I'm still 24, though. It feels like I've been around for a long time. So look, obviously, in the main team, there's some older guys now, some guys going towards an end. But in all seriousness, there's also a really good opportunity for the franchise cricket. You know, IPL over in England, the Caribbean, and now there's like Major League Cricket and the Dubai League. Yeah. So they're all really appealing factors to like pursue. Like, I personally think the way cricket's going, it's going to be a bit like football, where it's going to be everyone's playing franchise. Yeah. Then there's going to be the international break where it might be the World Cup or might just be international friendlies. Yeah. And if it goes that way, like, I think that'd be pretty cool for the game. But hey, we'll see what happens.
I want to touch on that point because you said you've been around for a while because you have. You were like, you got your New South Wales cap at 16, youngest since Josh Hazlewood. I wanted to get like a bit of an understanding. Like you're 16, you get rocked up into the blue side. Yeah. How does that experience look like and kind of how are you feeling?
And 4 years before some guy told you we were going to kill you.
Yeah. Kudos to that bloke. He really prepped me up for like, the big leagues. Look, it was pretty daunting. It's actually really funny because literally the year before I made my debut, I was at North Sydney Oval watching a one-day game, New South Wales play Queensland. And I was on the boundary with like my autograph bat asking like Moses Enriques or like whoever it was at the time, hey, can you sign my bat? And I was like, I got a photo with Moses, I got a photo with Josh Hazlewood, whatever it was. And then literally a year later, I was playing with them. So that was a like really quick transition. Daunting, like definitely the whole sort of thing. And once again, the token brown guy, there's always one. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they'll just fill in the quota. Maybe that's why.
Nah.
Nah.
I looked at the stats, man. I looked at the
Yeah,
stats.
that game against Gordon.
No, and other ones.
So yeah, like it was daunting, but like, you know what? Eventually, like anything, it's like, you know, your first day at school, like you get there, you're a bit scared, you make some friends and you start getting comfortable and then everyone just gets really weird and that's all good. Cricketers are weird people, man.
You really?
Mate, when you sign up to play a sport that's like 9 hours in the sun
Yeah.
for 4 days,
That's true.
all white clothing,
Yeah.
you've got to be something, a little bit different.
Your screws loose.
Did someone take you under their wing? Like any of the professional cricketers when you first started?
Yeah, definitely. I think all the guys are really good. All the guys took me under their wing. Nick Larkin for me plays a bit for the Stars now. He's actually one of the batting coaches at New South Wales. He was like the main one. He just put his arm around me, and we were both from the country. Well, Newcastle's not really country, but he was from up north, central north, and so we were like the two sort of like country boys. Like moved to Sydney, even though he was a lot older.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a crazy. Yeah. I remember my experiences.
Yeah, here we go. Relate to this one, bro. Go on.
People just praying for your failures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I think you had the worst cricketing experience I've ever heard
No,
of,
it's
man.
pretty common. Like it's pretty common. I feel like.
Speaking of, so who is the most, and you don't have to name names, but who's the most annoying teammate you've played with? And unrelated question, what's David Warner like as a bloke?
I knew that was coming up, man. I knew that.
Answer in any order you want.
The most annoying teammate. It's funny because I'm obviously very close with Grinder and Tanvir. Like we're the Brown boys. We've got a group. It's actually kind of funny. Like when I first came to the Thunder, Uzi took me under his wing for the Thunder, and he was like, "We got a group. It's called the Alliance, and there's me, there's Andre Russell, there's Fawad Ahmed, and I reckon there might have been one more boy at the time. And he's like, you stick with us. We're the boys. Then obviously he's with the Brisbane Heat now. So then I'm the, what do you want to call it? The CEO of the group called the Alliance.
Oh, okay.
So now we've got myself, we've got Grinda, we've got Tanvir. We're hoping some more boys come into that. And we just hang out and
Clive Rose make that chat.
Chocolate Vittori.
Clivey's a legend as well, actually. He's a good man. But us three. So who's the most annoying? On any given day, it's one of those two.
Yeah.
If Grinner doesn't get his Auburn Macca's nuggets, he can start pipe up a little bit.
Yeah.
Ollie Davies is a funny one, actually. He's we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll get it off air.
And Davey Warner, actually, you know what? Because I've played a bit with Davey now. When he had his year ban, he was playing at Randwick. So my local club. And Davey's, in all seriousness, he's genuinely one of the most nicest guys. He's so caring. You would have saw him in his last test match, like giving his helmet and gloves to like a random kid in the crowd. All the boys got his bats like when he was coming back.
How good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a real gentleman, truly.
Jace just got a bank transfer from D Warner.
Or maybe I'm going to cut more of his bats.
Do you remember the story about Dave Warner when he played for Homebush? He played against our school, batted left-handed, scored 200.
Did he?
Yeah, do you remember this?
No.
He's left-handed.
Sorry, right-handed.
Oh, okay.
And scored 200.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he
came back and
plays.
cooked.
I think he plays golf right-handed.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask you about the golf actually. To be honest, it seems like golf seems to be, the sport that's in and around the group.
Bro, why? We already played cricket in the sun.
Yeah.
Why am I playing golf?
Have you started taking it up or no?
I've tried to. And purely from a social aspect,
Yeah.
I've been like, all these boys don't play golf. But like, you play 4 days of like test cricket. We obviously call it shield cricket. You play 4 days of shield cricket and it's like, let's go 7 a.m. tea time. Bro, in what planet am I getting up at 6 a.m. to go hit another ball on another bit of grass and then follow it? I'm like, man, there is no chance I'm doing that. So I don't mind going to the driving range.
Yeah.
Have a bit of fun at the driving range, hit a few golf balls around, have a bit of banter or whatever. But some of the boys take it really seriously and some of the boys are also really good. And I'm one of those who was like, if I'm not like good or I can't like provide some sort of entertainment, a bit similar like tonight, I'm staying away from it.
Who's the best golfer?
In the Thunder squad, it's, I'm trying to think. Okay, so Alex Ross thinks he loves it the most and he's, sorry Rossi, but he's towards the end.
Oh, no.
The best golfer, Alex Hales.
Okay.
Very good. A very good golfer. In the blue squad, has to be Moses. I think he plays off like one
Yeah, that's nuts.
almost scratch.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're at that point, just go join Live.
Yeah.
Like, play cricket. Yeah.
I mean, way more money as well playing live.
I know, than playing shield cricket. Yeah.
So you were the captain that night in 2022 when the Thunder got rolled for 15.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Do you accept full responsibility for that horrendous display? And just talk us through it. What was happening?
Oh, man.
One by one, as everyone was falling.
This is a good story, I hope. So that night, I had to face the press and like the media. And I'm sitting there with our media manager and I'm just going, mate, I'm actually laughing. I'm back in the change room and I'm just pissing myself. I'm like, fucking 16. I was like, are you serious? I was like, I didn't even want to check my phone because I was like, the amount of Indians are going to be like, you match fixing bastard. Bro, I was like, no way. Anyway, so I'm sitting with the media manager. I'm just going, how are we doing this? Like, I actually want to laugh. Like, I think it's hilarious because even if we tried to get out for 16.
Yeah.
Bro, we couldn't. We like nicked off 9 times. That is so hard to do. Anyway, so I was like, what do we do? He's like, look, I think you're just gonna be strong and just try and just be precise. Answer the question and then like move on. Be like, we'll see how we go next game. So I get there and there's like obviously a few cameras and the first question is that exact question. Like, so explain to me about tonight. And I was like, well, what do you reckon? Like,
really?
I was like, well, look, we got for 16. Like, it's as simple as that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, can't do anything about it. Like, yeah, it's a rare occurrence and whatever. It is what it is. And I answer all these questions and they just keep asking me the same thing. And then our media manager's like, nah, that's enough. We'll cut it there. You guys have got nothing productive to ask, whatever. Then that night, I packed my bags. So we'll fly out to Albury the next day. And we had a bit of a leg, Albury, then Melbourne. And then we scored 200 the next game. And when we got to Melbourne, when we got past 16, the whole crowd of Marvel was like, that was pretty funny. Then I got back to Sydney and there was like 4 envelopes at the front of my mailbox. Like, as in my mailbox is only, yay big. And there was like envelopes coming out of it. And I was like, oh, geez, got a lot of mail here. So I've got the mail and it's just like all these like I couldn't even see it's like letters.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, this is strange. I got the first one. You match fixing bastard. You have costed me this much money and blah, blah. And I'm sitting thinking like, how's this bloke got my address?
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about like the 10,000 rupees I lost this bloke.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's he got my address? Next one, same thing. It's like, oh, you cost me this much on like Super Coach. You fucking
Super Coach.
I was like, bro, come on now.
Yes.
Like, man, I play Super Coach.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm picking myself in the team. I was like, come on, man. Like, you're kidding me. Anyway, so like 4 or 5 like actual letters in my mailbox. I don't know how these people got my address.
Yeah, I only sent 2 of them as well.
So yeah, sorry if I lost, just winded or something in India. 80 luck. Sorry, bro.
That's kind of nuts though. Usually like stick to the DMs, but this time they're going physical.
Oh, there
They're
was some
angry.
DMs, man. There was some bad DMs. Like there was one like photo of me, like hand on my face. Like I wasn't like smiling, but like that was like, sent to me. It's like, shame on your family. And I was like, come on, man, give it a spell.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, the mails. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Were the boys finding it funny when you were getting rolled? It would have been laughable.
We actually got to the shed. We went into the sheds and Trevor Bales, our coach, sort of stands around like pacing in the room. And we're just thinking like, is he going to blow up at us? Or is he going to like have a laugh? And he just goes, thank fuck Melbourne's coming.
Yeah.
We're like, so let's go. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And he's like, he just started cracking up. He's like, lads. Anyways, Melbourne, flying out. He's like, goes to our manager, what time are we flying out? And he's like, Trevor, we're flying at 11 o'clock. He's like, 11 o'clock, see you there. See you later.
Beautiful,
Good night.
yeah. No, lads, let's tighten the bowling here. Let's work
Nah,
hard.
it was none of that. It was just like
We'll move
you guys
on.
are, go to Auburn Maccas.
Yeah.
And yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
All right, I think one more question then.
Sure.
A little game, quick little game. Fuck, marry, kill.
I love this game.
Well, wait till you hear the people first. Gurinder Sandhu,
Here we go.
Tanvir Sangha, and Arjun Nair.
Oh, Johnny. You know what? He's a rooster. Like, he's a good sort.
He is. What's he up to these days? Actually,
Arjun,
never mind.
Oh, he's in Melbourne. He's in Melbourne. He's doing well. He's still playing. We're still tight. Yeah, he was part of the Alliance. He was the Alliance group as well.
Nice.
Fuck, marry, kill. Jeez. I reckon I'm fucking Arj.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm taking him on.
Yeah.
Like, looks after himself. as well.
Taking him on.
Yeah, I'm fucking Arj. Now this is gonna come back to bite me.
All right.
Who am I killing? Well, Tammy's playing for Australia now. Like he's been in and out of the Australian stuff. So I want the dollars.
Yep.
I'm taking that option. I'm going, you're playing a bit of stuff internationally. You're getting the money.
Nice.
I'm gonna marry him. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave G at the Auburn Maccas.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Killing G.
I'm sorry, G.
mate, G was your hero. And
It was. It actually was.
Yeah.
You know what? I remember me and my sister going to watch him at ANZ. I don't know why. Sydney Thunder were like, oh, there's a ground that has 80,000 people. Let's play there.
Yeah.
Because like it was terrible. But
Didn't we go to one of those games? I feel like we did.
We did, yeah.
literally, I remember being there and I was just like, me and my sister were like, oh, there's this like Punjabi guy, Gurinder Sandy. Yeah, man. Like, hey, dude, like, what's going on? A couple years later, I was telling him to like go to Finland.
Yeah, you captained me.
Yeah. Oh, idiot. Nah, it was funny. We talk about that a lot, but yeah, nah, sorry, G. I'm killing G.
Well, thanks, Jason, for jumping on. We'll jump into the game now, but mate, thanks for enduring the absolute nonsense that we put out.
Oh, lads, it's always a pleasure.
Alrighty, our game for this week, as per usual, is Bullslut. We've got a guest. I'm going to explain how the game works real quick here, mate. I'm going to give you a category. So, for example, I'll say, how many Sydney suburbs can you name in 30 seconds? You're going to say maybe 10. And then, for example, if you're playing Row will be like, all right, I can name 11. And then you'll be like, okay, can I do more than 11? You might say 12 or 13. Or if you don't think he can name 12 suburbs in 30 seconds, you say Bullslut. And then the countdown starts, and then Row will have 30 seconds to name however many in that category. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Have a look at the leaderboard. All right, we've got, okay, to be fair, one of them is our mate. All right, Neil got 4 and Henry got 2. So your name will be up there. So let's not embarrass ourselves here, hey?
Yeah.
6, 4, 2.
Don't worry about 6. 6 we need to remove actually.
That's pretty good going, that.
Yeah, it's very good.
6, especially because there's 5 rounds. So that's especially impressive, I must say. All right, so you'll be taking on these two. We'll do Row will play 3 rounds. Kush will play 2 rounds because Kush is horrendous at this game.
Fair enough.
So we'll start with you and Kush first up.
All right, let's go.
And your category is Australian Prime Ministers.
Oh, bro.
Dude.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll start with you, Jason. In 30 seconds, how many can you name?
I'm going to go with 4.
4.
That's 3 more
That's
than Kush can
honestly-
name.
That's probably enough to win at this point.
I was about to say that's
Mate, think about the rotating prime ministers we had in that era. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I reckon I can go 5.
This is an indictment on the Australian schooling system.
Can I go 5? Can I match that? I'll go 1.
No, you gotta go 1 up, or you gotta call him out.
Bro. I was playing. Oh. Nah, come on, Kush. I don't reckon you got 4. Oh, you don't have 4 in you.
I don't have it in me.
No.
Oh, are you calling Bullslut?
No, I'll go 6.
Okay, with that, Bullslut.
Alrighty, Jason, you have 30 seconds to name 6 Australian Prime Ministers. Your time starts now.
Okay, Edmund Barton, Kevin Rudd, Tony Abbott, Malcolm Turnbull, Julie Gillard, and
It's one more.
Scott Morrison.
Done.
Let's go. Let's go.
Edmund.
This man named the first Prime Minister.
Wait. He got 5.
No, he said 6.
He said 6.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
come on. That's horrendous from you. Don't do him dirty
Come on,
like
man.
that.
Come on.
That was the one that I had in my head. And that
Edmund
was,
Barton?
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1.
That was.
Who's having Edmund Barton in there?
The only reason why, because in Canberra, like all the suburbs are named after prime ministers, I think.
Ah,
And we
yes.
always say there's one place in Barton. And I was like, bro, what the hell is Barton?
Yeah.
And then we figured out it's Edmund Barton. So yeah, that was my first one.
I like that. Very well.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Point on the board.
Let's go.
All right, we'll go back to Kush again.
Okay.
Redeem yourself here.
Fair enough.
This time, the category is dairy products.
Okay.
We'll start with you, Kush.
All right. I reckon I can go 6 dairy products.
What do you mean products? Or, okay.
Anything you can buy at Woolies or Coles. And dairy, so cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not...
None of this like vegan cheese.
No,
right?
no.
We've already angered that crowd.
Yeah, let's leave the vegans alone for a bit.
No, Bullslut actually.
Bullslut on 6. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dairy. Okay.
Okay,
Dairy.
Kush, dare I suggest this is perhaps the easiest one you've ever had?
You
Unless I've got this wrong, Bullslut, yeah.
Okay,
all right.
all
So
right.
Kush, you have 30 seconds to name 6 dairy products.
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
All right, butter.
Yep.
A bit of cheese.
Yep.
Bit of milk.
3.
Bitter.
Yogurt.
Yep. 4.
All the time in the world.
Cheese. I should have said cottage cheese and that kind of stuff.
Well,
but
it's
I
too late
can't.
now,
It's too
so
late. I've gone into
2
genre. Yo, what is
Here we go.
Are you serious,
what
bro?
else do cows produce? Damn, dairy. Oh,
5
I'm mind
seconds?
blanking now. Oh,
Who
no.
let this fan play?
Oh,
The
no.
pressure.
Oh no! I've
All
lost.
right. So
That's
your time's
fine.
up.
Yeah.
Surely 2 more. Ice cream. Kushagra.
Oh, that's a staple.
Frozen yogurt. dare
Yeah.
suggest.
I would have allowed that.
You would have allowed.
I would have allowed that.
Would you have allowed if I went like cottage cheese? You know.
Yeah, if you started naming types of cheese, I would have allowed it. And if you could have gone full cream milk,
Yeah.
skim milk.
See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, how deep can we go here? Can we go like full cream milk, skim milk, up and go, Energizer?
Oh, see?
I would have
Yeah.
paid all that.
I would have allowed all of that.
Okay. I
You didn't
know.
say products. You didn't say the good. You know. The,
Yeah, that's what-
Don't turn this on me.
No. I'm applauding you for saying that. I got it wrong. That's my
I'm
bad.
already up to 10, Henry. That's 2. Let's go.
All right.
It's competition in my blood.
3 more to go. All right. Now you're going to be taking on Ro for the
Yeah.
final 3
I'm very
rounds.
worried because I wasn't here for any of these guys. So I haven't played this game in a long time. So I'll just get the excuses out early.
Yeah.
Now give it to me.
That's what they all say.
All right. We'll go for this was a bit of a tough one. The
Mm.
category is spicy foods.
Oh, this is so subjective.
No, like objectively spicy.
Okay.
You know, not like salt and pepper spice, like genuine. Start with Jason.
6.
I'll go 8.
That's quick.
Were you going to say 8 regardless or?
No, I've got the categories
Okay, all
churning
right,
in the head
all
right,
All
now.
right, go. Bullslut.
All right, here we go. All right.
He's in the zone, man. Look at him.
Yeah. Here we
What did
go.
I say?
You said 8.
Oh dear.
Ro, 8 spicy foods in 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Kettle chili chips, green curry,
Yep.
red curry,
Yeah.
pad ki mao,
Yeah.
patsuyu, tom yum soup. How many?
6, that's 6. 20 seconds to
All
go.
right. Bit of lamb rogan josh.
Just keep naming them.
Pork vindaloo,
Keep going.
butter chicken with spice.
Get out of here, bro.
How many's that?
That's 8. You got 5 more seconds. Just keep going.
No, I can't, mate. Why bother?
Why bother? All right.
Oh, man.
Are we paying a lamb, Rogan Josh? I don't know, man.
Oh, hang on. How about the kettle chips, bro?
Oh,
Man.
I don't think
that-
that's spicy. I don't think
Oh,
that's spicy.
no. Objectively, it is pretty spicy.
Objectively to a certain sect of society, but no, not us, right?
Well
Would you
played.
have paid Wicked Wings?
Yeah. If you went McSpicy, Wicked Wings, that's where I thought you would go. But no, well
Also
done,
like
Ro.
Nando's, like the hot sauce.
Yeah, Frangos.
There's heaps of sauces. You're right. Chili sauce.
That's true,
Yeah, the list
yeah.
goes
All right.
on.
TCB has a point on the board.
Well done,
All right.
well done.
Some pride restored.
All right. Your next category. This one's a bit motivated. It's cities in India.
Bro.
Bruv.
Cities in
Were
India.
you born in India, Jason?
No, I was born in Sydney.
Okay, Department of Immigration.
So-
How whitewashed are you?
I'm actually thinking about Ro here. How whitewash is he?
He goes back to the motherland often.
I was born in India, just quietly.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
send him
10.
back as well.
10?
Yeah.
Where my head's at currently is England and India are playing a series at the moment.
You gone that niche?
So I'm just thinking, where do they play?
Just think IPL
Stadiums.
teams.
Why did you say that?
That was my.
I'm sure that's it.
Yeah,
that
I'm
was my
sure,
thing.
yeah.
I'll go 12.
12.
I said 12.
You got to go higher.
So I would say 13.
You got to
Yeah.
say 13 or call him out.
Nah, Bullslut.
No, dude.
Bullslut. If we did the maths again here,
Yeah,
that's quick.
it is quick, but
12 cities in India, Ro, in 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Kerala, Bangalore, Mangalore, Kolkata, Mumbai, Dharamshala. Oh, no. All right.
All right, you got
Chennai,
6. That's 7.
Tamil Nadu.
That's not a city.
Oh,
State.
give me that. Okay. All right.
7. You got 15 seconds.
50.
So you got 5 more to get.
Okay. Then we go to Pune.
Yep.
Rule changes. Bangalore.
5
what-
seconds. You're on 8. 3 seconds.
Nah, I can't get it. That's
All right, that's it. 8.
Oh, the IPL teams were there for you, man.
who else?
Gujarat?
Gujarat.
Yeah, Gujarat Lions.
Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
New Delhi, dare I suggest?
Yeah, capital.
That's a big miss.
That is a big miss.
I went Dharmshala early.
You went way too early on Dharmshala.
I should be in the back pocket. Come out
Yeah,
later.
that's the trump
The
card.
old Edmund Barton trick. Yeah. Nice.
All right. Well, looks like Jason's won. He's got 3 on the board. So this last round really is just for pride hero. If we can bring it to 3-2.
Yeah, I want Jason to play, mate.
Yeah,
He's
also
sitting-
can tie with Neil, but technically above Neil if you're going by alphabetical, you know?
Oh, true.
We'll count
True.
that.
You
we'll
know what?
count it.
Regardless, I'll go this one.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go.
I'm glad you said that because this last category is fielding positions in cricket.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with the top of my head. I'm just going to go with 13.
Okay, so there was like a quiz that you can play back in the day where it was like name all the fielding positions.
Mm.
And I think there was like 50 to 60.
There's quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because really, you can just add silly to anything.
Or deep.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Silly.
saying?
Or
Or just
fine.
Start adding numbers as well. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And bro, you famously played what? Under 11s West Pennant Hills, maybe?
West Pennant Hills. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go.
13, you say?
Yeah.
14,
15.
16.
Oh, this is quick.
Mate, you do this for a living.
All right.
You also play this for a living. So
True.
What'd you say? 15?
16.
16.
17.
All right, Bullslut.
Yeah, send him in.
Oh, here we go. Here we
All
go.
right. 17 fielding positions in cricket.
Yep.
In 30 seconds, your time starts now.
Wicketkeeper, first slip, second slip, third slip, fourth slip, gully, point, cover, mid off, long mid off, mid on, long mid on, mid wicket, deep mid wicket, square leg, forward square leg, backward square leg,
Bang.
fine leg,
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
short fine leg, third man, short third man, silly point, short leg, leg slip, leg gully, deep cover point, deep point.
Oh, that's
Well done.
fine.
Well done.
I feel like I could have done that.
You
though.
could have definitely done that.
But I didn't. I thought 17 was an outrageous number.
Yeah.
No, but once you like 5 of them are slips.
That's what my mum was at. I was the biggest cricket nerd after that, don't I? Jeez, yeah. All right, mate. Jeez.
Yeah, see, you start at wicketkeeper and just work
Yeah, I worked around it.
anti-clockwise.
I did see him doing the little.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Fair play, Jason. Well
Fair
done.
play.
Four
Nice.
on the board.
4 on the board, above Neil now. So well
Yeah.
done.
Well done.
There we go.
"2024 is here in full swing, and that means it's time for a New Year's resolution check-in with our friends at Manscaped. Newsflash, it's never too late to level up your grooming game and keep your bush tamed. Manscaped's new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is every man's cheat code to look good, feel good, and turn the page on confidence this year. Whether you're going for a trim or that clean-shaven look, the trimmer has you covered. Trusted by over 10 million men worldwide, now is your time to get a grip on your grooming with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use code TCB for 20% off and free shipping. The ball has dropped, but don't drop the ball on your balls. Introducing the MVP of 2024, Manscaped 5th generation lawnmower. It's not just a trimmer, it's your grooming sidekick. Equipped with 2 skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. It's like having a personal stylist at your fingertips or wherever you need it. Ro, what is our call to action again for today?
Ladies and gentlemen, head over onto manscaped.com, use the code TCB, and we're going to give you free shipping and 20% off all products.
Wow.
Manscaped.com, TCB. Alrighty, boys. We're doing Dob in a Rare Unit. Now, this is a classic of the TCB genre. We haven't done this in maybe years,
I reckon
potentially.
a year and a half, probably.
Yeah, so we're running it back here with Jace because he's probably got plenty of rare units in his cricketing life. But we'll start off with your listeners' submissions. The first one is this. I saw a person cutting and washing fruit in a public toilet.
It's fucked.
What? Like, imagine if this was like town hall or central
Yeah,
section
that's
toilet and
grotty.
you walk in there. Oh.
Washing fruit, I think, is low-key okay. It's the cutting where I really
Yeah,
take
because
issue.
are you putting it on the sink?
Yeah, and you got a knife on you as well.
Well, I feel like there's always some person at cricket who brings the cut oranges or the sliced watermelon.
Yeah.
Someone has to do that in cricket, right?
Yeah.
So That is so rare.
But they're not doing it in a public bathroom.
They're not doing it in a public bathroom. No
Also,
way.
heroes, like we have some people who bring like oranges and watermelons to like our games.
Yeah.
And absolute lifesavers, I've got to say.
Watermelons on the innings break. Whoa, that's some of the juiciest stuff that I did.
The
Incredible.
sugar will put that on the back on the ball.
At my last job, I saw a guy who would often brush his teeth in like the work bathrooms after lunch.
I've seen that as well. It's pretty common, I think.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty common.
I used to judge this guy
Alright,
so
play on.
hard.
yeah.
Let's play on?
Let's play on.
Okay.
Brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
I think there's certain etiquette that you can have in a public bathroom. And I feel like anything that you do at home or that you should do at home, you shouldn't do it in public bathrooms. Brush your teeth included. Mate, why are you doing it there? Do it at home.
Nah, some people just like to brush it after lunch, you know?
Mm.
I think that's fine. But yeah,
Bro, he's got the full electric toothbrush as well, man.
the
Yeah, the Oral-B 3000.
Is he charging it there as well?
He's probably got the dock at his desk.
A couple more bathroom reunions. These are actually my favorite genre.
I
of
love the
reunions.
bathroom reunions.
Right, there was a kid in my school who got fully naked to pee in the urinals, like shoes and all.
That is wild, man. I will say I have walked by.
Fully naked.
Why the shoes? That's the one that's like clicking your feet because
Yeah.
people miss the urinal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, get the shoes on, man.
Shoes on my. Because I've seen an extent which is like half, like they're in the cubicle and they drop the pants and they're pissing, and you walk by and you're like,
That's still pretty fucked up.
no, it is weird. It's weird. You don't need to do it. Like, what does that make it more accurate? Like, what does it do?
I'll put my hand up here.
No.
No,
No way.
No. Sometimes if I'm taking a dump, the shirt's coming off. And so I am sometimes sitting in the...
That's fine. That's fine. Well, if it's in a public bathroom, no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Wait, but why? To Kush's point, does it help with the aim or something?
No, like for example, if I'm wearing a shirt, like a dress shirt that's long,
Oh.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm,
fine.
Okay.
man, I'm worried,
I
brother.
thought like you're wearing a Airism t-shirt and you're taking that off.
The Uniqlo comes off, bro.
But, so I can't... Look, I don't know if that makes me rare
Yes.
for doing... Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
But then obviously the urinal, that's
Dude.
just outrageous.
That's ridiculous.
So imagine you walk into the urinal. This guy's calmly pulling down his pants,
Yeah.
untying his shoes, nicely placing it to the side of
Socks
the
off
urinal.
as well. Imagine if there's no divider between.
No, 'cause he has to be, because otherwise is he taking it off at his outside and then walking in?
Yeah, no.
So
you're
he's standing there at the urinal. Something that should take 30 seconds. He's taking 10 minutes.
No, what about the aftermath as well, where he's done? He's gonna put everything back. Oh man.
Well, the other one actually, Kush, you mentioned it. This bloke witnessed a man pull down his pants below his buttocks.
We had someone, so you restoried that one, and then another listener replied saying, this is actually normal behavior. And I replied saying, brother, this is not normal behavior
That's not normal.
at all.
Your pants they've been designed for you to do it without pulling them down. You don't need to pull
So
them down.
the guy who replied said, oh, I have a pair of really tight shorts that won't let me get my member out, so I have to pull the entire thing down.
Oh, righto, hero. Alrighty, mate.
All right. So far we're going 3 from 3 rare. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
that's
they're
pretty
rare. All of them are rare.
Okay. Next one is I witnessed a bloke take his 4 chickens and his goat outside a shopping center.
What?
Just hit the ones that he had. Like just at home, he's taking him for a walk.
So he's gone to the shops and he's obviously need to take the goat for a walk. But he thought, oh, why not? I'll bring the chooks as well.
Do chickens need a walk? What are they getting out of it? Goats? I'm not like goat shepherd, but like I've never seen a goat.
I think they're just called regular shepherds, brother.
Oh, but like the chickens, like they have a collar, like
Yeah.
like how do you
the
walk?
leash, right? Yeah, how do you do it?
How's that working?
I
Maybe
reckon
it's a
they
bit
got
of
some
free
leash.
reign.
No, they have to. Yeah. No, I reckon they've got to have the leash on, surely. That's outrageous if they don't. You can't be letting them loose at
But
the
like,
shopping
where do you
center.
put the leash on the chicken?
Around the neck. Oh, but then what if you like choke the chicken
Well,
out?
yeah, because isn't it really soft there compared to like
Yeah.
a pet, like a cat?
But
or
also,
a dog?
what leash are you just tying a rope? Like what leash
Like a
is fitting
noose.
around? Yeah, what leash is fitting around a chicken's neck?
I walk my cat from time to time
I've seen that a few times.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a leash?
with a leash, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Manu, maybe someone told a story ages ago about this bloke walking a banana. Do you remember that?
What?
Yeah, that wasn't that one? I think that was one. No, it wasn't.
No.
Okay.
All right. So we're saying rare for that as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rare, man.
All right. Next up. Saw a bloke at Chat Thai scooping dog food biscuits out of his backpack into his food.
Say that again.
So he's gotten his dog food biscuits.
Yeah.
And then I guess scooping the rice and curry and eating
With the dog food.
with the dog food.
Is he taking a bite like with the biscuit?
That's what they say.
I'm not saying that's like more rare, but like that's wild.
It's BYOD. Bring your own dog food.
Have you ever
man.
thought of
That's what it is.
Have you ever thought of eating your dog food, bro?
I ate dog food literally 2 weeks ago. Not my own. So, okay, let me tell you this yarn, yeah? So, okay, I'm
Hang on,
just saying,
is it rare unit?
look, we're just open to experience, right? So we were playing poker. Mano, I think I sent you this snap, right? We were playing poker and the forfeit was if you lose, you've got to eat dog food. I didn't lose. I came third. But
God.
my mate tried it and he did me a little bit dirty because he kind of sold it. He was like, yeah.
That's classic, though.
Yeah, no.
That's bait.
But I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a go just to have like one little like kibble, like a little bit of kibble. and
So
see
wait,
how
was it
tastes.
dry or wet dog food?
Nah, try. I wouldn't
Okay.
eat wet dog food.
Okay. And thoughts?
No good, mate. It's exactly how you think it tastes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is outrageous. To go to Chat Thai and then just what? Just pull out like, your schmackos, pour it into your pad thai.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. That's
Oh, isn't that shit like not good for you as well?
Well,
Like,
there's-
it's
there's
not
a-
safe to eat that.
There's a new company, like a new startup. They do like human grade dog food, and all their ads are them eating the dog food and like saying how good it
What?
is.
that's
Well,
ridiculous.
what's the point of this? I don't. Who are they selling it to?
Well, people are
Maybe
like-
you because you. Yeah. But you have standards though. You're like no wet dog food. Dry, you're considering.
So Leica is the company.
Okay.
They do wet dog food, and it's human grade. So it's like, and I think it's for people who like really care about their pets' like health. Do you know what I mean?
Because I get that. You can give human food to dogs, so why can't you do the other way around?
Well, no, it's not for you. It's for the dogs. It's still human food.
you said
for
it's
the
human
dogs.
grade, though.
Yeah, it's human grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any
Yeah.
pets, Jace?
I don't, but I'm back to this point here. Like, it's rallying me here. I don't have any pets, but I'm just thinking. So, human grade dog food, like, okay, inflation, right?
Mm.
Groceries are expensive these days.
Yeah.
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 I'll ask you, Ro, are you potentially buying this, looking at like this and maybe someone else and going, does taste pretty good, and it's 2 for 1?
I could have the Ingham's chicken breast.
Yeah.
Or
Or the liver
The
pate.
yeah, Ro's mum at home puts down the food for the Harley and then puts down the food for you as well.
Well,
Gets on all
You're on all fours eating next to him. Good boy. Good boy.
that's a line that I wouldn't cross. But like Miggs's dog here, he eats on a plate. Like he eats human food on a plate. He won't eat dog food. He'll eat rice and like, tuna and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like for picky pets like that, anyway, whatever. I'm not sponsored or shilling this brand, right? Maybe there's a market for it. But
Still
going,
rare.
but going back to the original dog food in Thai food,
Nah.
what do you think if you had to eat dog food with a cuisine?
Mm.
Do you think Thai food is the way to go?
I'm choosing like hot pot, like Chinese hot pot, because I want something really spicy that masks the flavor of the dog food.
Or don't you want something to enhance the flavor of the dog
No.
food?
So I'm seeing it as a punishment. You seem to see it as some sort of, enjoyment. Yeah.
Oh, as in like using it as cutlery and biting.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm saying laws to the soil in the motherland. Am I going the
Oh,
motherland?
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting like some mad vindaloo that's gonna burn my mouth off so that
Yeah.
I can't actually taste it.
I think that's the way to go.
I think it's got to be with like some sort of liquid. I'm feeling it's got to be like I don't know, some like soup
What,
or hot
laksa?
broth. Yeah, it just goes down easy. You know what I mean?
Still unbelievably rare.
All right, boys. I've got a rare unit. So my parents used to actually own Indian restaurants
Mm.
back home in Newcastle. Shout out Raj's Corner. Gotta put the plug in somewhere. So
Beautiful.
every time we go to Newcastle, go there for Indian food. So there's this one guy, ex-cricketer actually,
Okay.
former ex-cricketer. Played for New South Wales, played for Australia. I'm going to leave it at that. And he'd come into the restaurant and, when I was young, mum would be like, oh, he's downstairs. Do you want to come to the shop? And like I always be up in the shop studying because we're brown.
Yeah.
I have to study. So I come down and he'd be sitting there and he'd be like, oh, g'day, youngster. Like, yeah, put it there, mate. And then I like obviously let him have his food. I'm not going to sit there and just like Indian food, like get a bit messy sometimes, hands and everything. So anyways, but before he started to eat his food, every time it was,
No.
and then gets into it.
What?
He's spitting on his hands.
Because like in cricket, like you see Steve Smith, he's like, like he's like always like
on the gloves though. Let's break
No,
face.
on his hands.
No, but
on his hands.
In the field.
Yeah,
in the
that
field.
is true. Yeah, that is true.
On his hands, get a bit of moisture. This bloke would go tss, tss, bang, and then sometimes be like, "Have a good day," and then eat his food. And I'm sitting there just like. And let's be real, like there was no COVID in 2007.
Yeah.
So like, what are you doing? You're just gonna. Oh yeah, sweet as this guy's like hand. Like, how good's this? So spits on his food every time before he eats.
What? This guy's got an automatic hand sanitizer in his mouth.
Dude, that's muscle memory just from
That's exactly what I was
years
gonna
of
say.
cricket.
Yeah.
But that's
Is it
crazy.
just before he tucks in? Just
So like, yeah,
Every
like
meal.
at the start, it was like shake of hand, like, how you going, mate? And then he was a bit rare. And then he'd like have a bit of a chat and I'd be like, oh, like, I love cricket, whatever. And then he'd go, and then I obviously leave him alone. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry to disturb, like, enjoy your food. He'd just go, tss, tss. You go, mate, really nice to
Dang.
meet you, mate. And then,
before you shook your hand as well.
no, so he's already shaking my hand and then another shake my hand and say, see you later. Like, take care. Yeah, mate, all the best here. So spit, rub, shake my hand, spit, none. Let's go. And I'm sitting there just like, no way. Like, and this guy's like, he's a bit of a legend. So I'm just like, should I like,
Yeah.
should I be doing that before I tuck into like my butter chicken?
Did you ever say like, sir, we have a tap over here?
Yeah, Dettol and like hand sanitizer must have been a thing. But yeah, like genuinely spits on his hands before he eats. And then he came a couple of times and mum was like, oh, he's down again. I'm like, like that.
I'm doing my homework. I'm studious.
He's like, rubs your hand. He's like, go well, youngster. Like, does one of those on the spit hands.
It's also Indian food, like, because notoriously you are using your hands more often in Indian food than anything else. So,
100%.
like you said, the naan bread. If there was anything else, maybe a bit of noodles, Thai
Hang
food,
on.
fork, you're all good.
Yeah.
Did you ever see him do the spit to any white people? Was it just to, you and Raj's corner, your
Is your
dad?
dad's name Raj?
No, it's not actually.
So who the hell's Raj?
He's a mythological creature.
Wow, okay.
But the shop is actually it's a chain now in Newcastle. But the first one was actually on a corner.
Yeah.
But everyone calls my dad's name Raj. So it's like, oh Raj, how you doing? He's just like, oh yeah, how's it going?
Gotcha.
So
okay.
there you go. But yeah, like spitting on your hands before you eat food.
I'm going to say that's pretty rare.
That's unbelievably rare.
Yeah, I think it's also he gave you the ×2 combo, man. He gave you the handshake, then the food.
He also had ×2 combo on his meal. Like he had naan and the butter chicken as well. That's a ×2 combo there as
When
well.
did you ever think of doing it back to him? He's like, oh, there you go, mate.
Surely that's the eye opener for him. 'Cause
Yeah,
his muscle memory's
exactly.
like, wait a sec, what are you doing?
Like, what the fuck did this kid just do? Sir, I'm just copying you.
No, because like you always like, emulate your heroes. and stuff
Exactly,
Like
that's
that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So Jason went to school the next day. Hey,
in the
miss.
canteen with the meat pie.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's so good.
Yeah, I've got one more rare unit. This particular bloke, every time we go out, we're having a good night, he will constantly do the Macarena.
Why?
Like I'm talking, it is top 40 at Bungalow 8, and it's like, who knows? Taylor Swift is playing, right? So it's like love stories on.
Yeah.
He's just whipping out. Like, man, come on. Like at the start, like when we first got to know each other, at the start, it was like, like how funny is this? At 2 a.m., it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's enough. The next week, 2 years down the line, it's not funny. Like, it gets to a point now we're just like, oh, he started, let's go.
Is it once a night or is he doing it multiple
multiple?
times?
No, so it's like, as the night goes on,
Yeah.
and the more intoxicated he becomes, it is constant. It's just like, it becomes like a game. Like at the start of the night, like when we're all there, we're just like, oi, like we reckon.
Yeah, what time?
It's Bullslut. It's like, we reckon it's gonna happen. I'm gonna say 10. Yeah.
I feel like once he gets drunk enough, I reckon he just has like the Macarena song playing in his head, just like on repeat, and he can't stop.
But I don't get it. It's like he must not have any other dance moves.
Yeah.
It's not like just like little, just like, you know, like little side to side. It's just bang, start, and we're just like, just let him go.
Does he do the full rotation? Like he goes left,
100%,
right?
everything. And then he just goes back to like whatever normally.
Oh, so he just like as if nothing happened.
So he just slips it in.
He goes, oh boys, here we go. And I'm just like, oh man. But like, I just feel like they get to a point where I'm just like, at how many drinks does that happen? I don't know. But when it happens every time.
It gets old quick, eh?
Is that a bit rare? Or is that just...
I disagree. I think it's hilarious.
You think
I think it's so
because
funny.
We haven't seen it. My poor man here's been singing it
That's true.
once a week for around 800 days. All
Yeah,
right,
that's fair. But you just describing it, that's comedy to me.
No, that's comedy the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Second time, classic. Bring it
To
out.
be honest, the way I was imagining it, it was like, you know, he has like his eyes start rolling into the back of his head and he's like
possessed,
and then he starts doing it.
Possessed by the
He
Macarena.
like snaps out of his like, bro.
It's like we've told him. We're like, all right, man, no bloody dancing or this Macarena bullshit. Like, let's just have a good night. He's like, yeah. Like 12:30 comes by,
Yeah.
and there's a song that he likes. It's not like it could be Nutbush, and he's doing
one of these ones.
he's doing one of these ones, like wrong steps, man.
Oh,
Maybe it's just Tourette's, just like a tick on a night out.
no, because I have like classic dance moves that I like go back to.
Yeah.
But it's still like in the beat of the song. do you know what I mean?
Correct.
I'm not pulling out another move. You know,
That's
I'm
why
not,
I think it's hilarious.
really.
I think it's pretty funny.
What was funny though, actually, one night we were at I can't remember where we were. Macarena came on.
Yeah.
That was the only time it was funny.
Yeah.
You know what would have been funny if he didn't do the Macarena dance.
Does anyone know this song?
Yes.
Anyone know this song?
How do you dance to this? Yeah.
Just bobbing up and down.
Then it would have been hilarious.
Okay, we move on to the next one. When it's hungry and it's late in a hotel room, I use the iron to heat a sandwich into a toasty. So look, I don't go to hotel rooms much, but Jace, mate, you must be on the hotel grind a lot.
Yeah.
You ever tried this one?
Okay, maybe I'm the rain, but that's genius.
You think it's genius?
No way.
I actually, as in you like the toasty and then the
Yeah.
iron on top.
On top, yeah.
I feel like you've misread the room here, Jace.
No, back it. Let's see.
Oh, jeez.
All right, talk us through this
Is
genius.
it-
Okay, I know I said I had above average banter, but I think I've got above average rarity.
Yeah, join me.
I'm not saying that like I'm talking last possible resort.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm getting a dead old wipe.
Yeah.
I'm wiping the shit out of that front of the iron. And maybe just like your dog food, maybe I'm just saying if it works.
What are you putting it on? Cotton? You know, maybe a bit of linen first, or
Well, you know how like you know how you use like those like when you grill a sandwich, it has
Yeah.
those lines.
Yeah.
Use those ironing boards.
That's true.
They got like a couple
The
of
dots.
The dots.
the lines.
yeah.
Do you press the steam?
And a couple of just get a bit more moisture.
Would
Look,
it be
it's-
more
it's-
efficient like than a toaster?
There's no way.
No, but like it's a last resort. Like obviously,
Yeah, it's a last resort. Yeah.
I think it's a one-time thing. I'm definitely not doing it like I'm not going to go home and be like,
Yeah.
I want a toasty. I'm going to get my iron out.
yeah.
But like if it's some like you just like craving, absolute craving, like, all right, man, fair play. Go for it.
because it will do the job. It'll absolutely do the job.
Yeah, we're not denying the physics of it.
Yeah,
It's-
will it do the job?
yeah, it's just heat, bro.
Yeah, you just plant it down. It'll do
But
it.
like on regular, no. Just go to Kmart and get
Yeah.
a
Buy
sandwich
it.
press.
It's like $20.
Also, hotels usually I feel like would have
they would.
toasters. No, like
No, but you can't put
Yeah.
a toasty into a toaster. You need like the sandwich
That's
press.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sandwich press. Yeah.
Sandwich press. Yeah. Imagine like the cheese getting on the iron. Like, what are you going to do after?
Oh, well, you
Well,
didn't
that's
have to
not your
use it. So
problem.
yeah,
That's-
exactly.
All right, this one's a bit of a long one, boys. So strap in. So this is actually from Streaker. I'll shout him out because he's a friend of the show and he's been listening to us from day one. But he writes, "Hey TCB, been loving your recent frisbee tomfoolery. It's genuinely been top tier content. Now, I'm here to dob in an absolute rare unit I came across on exchange that genuinely blew my mind. So it's the first couple of days of my exchange and I'm linking up with some of the Aussie exchange people to get to know the city better and go for lunch. By the way, I'm in Newcastle.
Represent.
No, I think you're Newcastle, England.
My man went on exchange up the road.
2 hours north.
But yeah. By the way, I'm in Newcastle, England. We were waiting outside my building for the rest of the Aussies and busy talking when this random guy emerged out of nowhere and genuinely Naruto runs past us. He then puts on the brakes and slowly backs up to me and says, "Hi, my name's Jack. I just landed here from Hong Kong today. You want to see?" Not even a hi or a hello. He just straight whips out his passport and shows us his immigration stamp. And I'm just standing like, WTF is going on here. Then this random guy forcefully adds himself to our group and goes out to lunch with us and follows us around the city like an extremely bad smell. While exploring the city, I'm talking to him, and in the back of my head, I'm thinking this guy's perfect rare unit material for the TCB lads. During this thought, he then randomly asked me, "Do you guys watch hentai in Sydney?"
What?
Absolutely dumbfounded with this statement. I went, "Yeah, I think there's a couple of people that get around it back home." To which he replies the craziest statement I've ever heard in my life. "Oh, that's cool. I only listen to it. It's the sound that's the best part for me."
I didn't know that was possible.
Then later, he requested me on Instagram and scrolled through his account and saw that his captions in his posts are extremely long and quite detailed and in Chinese. So I hit the translate button to see what they were. It seemed like it was some fictional stories he wrote. After some investigation, I later regrettably found out what it really was. Apparently, his captions are snippets from a smut novel he's been creating since he arrived here. And he uses the names of people that he has met as characters in the novel.
What?
Ever since I learned that information, I've steered extremely clear from this guy in hopes of not ending up in his novel and did not follow him back on Insta. He apparently also goes to classes wearing blazers and ties, as I've heard from people who are in classes with him.
Man, that is next level.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Imagine like
crazy.
one day he's going through Instagram, Shrikar in it.
Yeah, dude. I can't. Does he have a link to the full book that the guy wrote? Read it out on the podcast.
That is pretty crazy. Holy shit. The best part is whipped out his passport. He's like, yo, check this out.
Yeah. I'm not illegal. I got here legitimately. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here.
Where do you
honest.
start?
Yeah, where do you start?
Firstly, I'll just ask you, Jace, ever dabbled in hentai?
Well, apparently it's like, yeah, I think it goes around Sydney a little bit.
Got a couple of friends. Yeah, for
I
sure.
got a few mates.
Yeah, what is your porn of choice?
Oh my God.
No, you can't ask that.
Can't ask that. Okay, fine.
Oh,
We're a
geez.
G-rated
Oh,
podcast.
me click on. Sorry.
Man of the classics.
I love the part where he's like Naruto run and he backed up. So like, was his hands still back?
No, your hands have to come out in front.
His hands had to come out in front while he was doing the Naruto run backwards.
I didn't know you could listen to hentai,
You can really listen to anything, can't you?
but I thought. No, but I thought hentai was. Now maybe I'm wrong, but I thought hentai was all visual porn. Like, as you read it.
No, it's just a cartoon.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
So this he's a revolutionary. He's changing the format. He's moving to auditory instead of the visual.
Yeah, dude, this guy's a budding author, and we're just here slandering him.
Yeah, let's talk about I mean, it's so inspirational. He's writing a novel about people he's met on exchange. It's actually quite a heartwarming story.
I would actually want to be a character in his story.
No, you would.
Yeah.
That's for the hopes of one day that book gets published.
Yeah.
And like get rid of the. Oh.
Well, Sam, we used to read smut in chemistry class back in the day. Do you remember reading 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was wondering where you were going with that.
When that first came out, we had a little bit of a...
Yeah, dude.
history
Year
of that.
9, 10, 11, wide reading in English. I'm like, I don't have a book, but I had the PDF of 50 Shades Grey, 50 Shades Darker. I had all 3 books, and then me and Miguel used to sit there and read 50 Shades of Grey in the middle of English.
So there's a budding market for the smut industry. So maybe this guy, knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, man.
Yeah, that's some rare shit.
Yeah.
That's some. Oh, actually, I'm a bit worried about this guy. Like,
Yeah.
there's actually something like not right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, wearing a blazer and tie to class as well is a bit of a red
Well,
flag.
I think that's all right. But like, I think just not knowing what
Do you think blazer and tie to class is fine?
different cultural backgrounds. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's in school in Hong Kong they dress formally.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
But I feel like I don't know. Where I see the rogue part, obviously hentai aside, let's just
This is one part.
yeah.
Park that for a second.
But I think like, isn't it the worst when like people that you don't really like who can't get a hint, like they can't take a hint?
Yeah.
That's what I think this guy might be slightly on the spectrum, maybe a bit acoustic. So like, he's not picking up on those social signals. But I do agree, like someone who you don't know that well and they try and like latch on,
Yeah.
that does irk me
But
quite a bit.
he's trying to be friends. I mean, he's like in a new country trying to like.
Yeah, he's just trying.
But why can't you just tell one of those people like just to fuck off? Is that not allowed?
Well, especially if they're on the spectrum, I feel like that's extremely like, you
we
can't
don't
do
know
that.
that yet.
Well, we have media trained Jason over here.
Yeah.
What's the etiquette there?
Well, I was going to say, this is definitely the type of bloke that's taking all his clothes off in the urinal.
Exactly.
Like blazer, red tie, like all that stuff's coming off.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? You're right. Actually, people who watch hentai and people who take off their clothes, that's a Venn diagram. It's just a circle.
Just one circle.
One circle. They're one and the
Right
same.
in there.
But rare.
Yes.
That's one of the rarest ones we've heard in a while.
Yeah, that's a big one. We haven't heard. Yeah, it's a toughie. But look, thank you everyone for writing in. Really appreciate the rare unit segments and thanks for having a laugh with us.
Righty, that brings us to the end of an absolutely belting episode, I must say. Massive thanks to Jason for coming on. Jace, anything you want to plug?
Nah, not at all, lads. This podcast is so funny. So, yeah, well done. And yeah, shout out to Raj's Corner.
Shout out Rogers Corner indeed. You can check out our full episodes on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and YouTube as well. And give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok, and we'll catch you guys next week.